Coffee is not just a beverage, it's one of the most traded commodities in the world. It's valued at like $100 billion annually. But the majority of coffee production takes place in the Coffee Belt, a region that overlaps some of the poorest countries in the world. So there's this economic disparity that creates an environment where smallholder farmers can be easily exploited by larger corporations. Most of the coffee farmers we've met with have dedicated their lives to their craft, often passing down their knowledge through generations. Their grandparents were farmers, their parents were farmers, and their children are likely to continue the legacy. But despite their generational expertise and their passion for producing high-quality coffee, they're farmers in third-world regions. They don't have international networks to help them export and sell their products at fair market prices. And big business knows this, so instead of offering fair value, they come into a region, offer to purchase the coffee for a fraction of its real market value, and with no other option, the farmers have to accept just to sell their coffee at break even so they can afford to do it all again the next season, which perpetuates a cycle of poverty difficult for entire communities to escape. A lot of these traditional coffee companies often come in and buy coffee from an entire region. Then they mix all the coffee together and dark roast it and call it bold and full-bodied. But when exceptional coffee is mixed with lower quality beans from other producers, it diminishes the unique flavors that these families painstakingly cultivate. Coffee, much like wine, derives its character from environmental factors like soil quality and specific elevations and climate and all these farming practices. A single coffee plant often produces different flavor profiles from one year to the next based on all these variables. So for farmers who care deeply about their craft, it's disheartening to see their hard work devalued in a system that prioritizes profit and mass production over quality. It leads to a troubling reality where farmers either lose their passion and produce mediocre coffee, since it won't matter to their standard of living either way, or they continue to pour their hearts and lives into their work only to have their product go unnoticed and unappreciated. Lost and Found Coffee works to transform this narrative. By pooling together our coffee buying power and purchasing directly from smallholder farmers, we create a sustainable model that uplifts not just individual farmers, but entire communities. Because when we invest in these relationships, we bring hope and a sense of economic stability. A study published by the International Coffee Organization found that direct trade practices can increase farmers' income by up to 40%, significantly improving their quality of life. We root the essence of Lost and Found Coffee in the belief that when we combine our coffee buying power, we have the ability to make a profound difference. And by partnering with farmers who share our vision for sustainable and ethical practices, we ensure that their hard work earns the respect and appreciation and the value that it deserves. We take the time to build relationships with farmers and their families and establish a commitment often absent in traditional business transactions. In doing so, we create this safety net for farmers, especially during challenging seasons. Unlike big corporations that may turn away during difficult times, we're going to stand by our commitment to buying their coffee. In doing so, provide you with the opportunity to enjoy a nuanced and natural product. Lost and Found Coffee is not just another coffee brand, it's a movement towards a more equitable industry. We invite you to join us in celebrating the artisans who have literally dedicated their lives to producing this incredible beverage. And by choosing our coffee, You're not just enjoying this delightful cup, you're actively participating in a mission that recognizes and honors the people behind it. And together, we can reshape the whole coffee industry. And we can foster a culture that values quality over quantity and community over profit. So, welcome to the Lost and Found family, where every cup tells a tale.